these areas, and as long as they don't get, a quick torrential thunderstorm that leaves big accumulations in the period of an hour, this should be all good news.
Yeah, and you look at a place like Orlando, just inland, right? You go down I-4. They had some rain yesterday, mostly overnight, totaled about 1.25 inches. That was the most for any day so far this year, which is impressive, being that Florida gets these downpour thunderstorms.
Yeah, I think anytime you think of a trip that you've ever taken to Disney or any of the theme parks around Orlando, you always remember that one time you got caught out in that thunderstorm and you got soaked.
And it's, torrential, and then it's gone. The sun comes out again.
But
they've only had 22 days out of the 142 that have had any rain at all.
Yeah,
so
these are the stats that really tell the story of Florida. Rainfall still to come, up to 1 inch possible. We think all of that, though, coming tomorrow with drier forecasts for the end of the week.
That said, there is that severe component. You wind up with some beneficial rains. Hopefully we can avoid the wind, the hail, and an isolated tornado risk, which also continues tomorrow as well.
You bet. We'll be watching that. About the Memorial Day weekend forecast, because there is a little bit of a difference depending on who you ask weather-wise.
Yes, and it's just a little bit too far out still to know which one of these is right. They basically both have equal chances. So we're going to start off on Saturday. The model du jour will be listed. So this happens to be the European. The theme here is a kind of disorganized low coming into the southern plains, but without much moisture to work with. So we're not seeing much. A little bit of rain in the Ohio Valley, if that.
Right. So then we take a peek moving forward in time. Now for the GFS model, a little bit more moisture with this one, a little bit more well-defined low here in the central part of the country.
Right. And the GFS is going to hold on to that theme while the Euro really never picks up on it. By Sunday, European model doesn't really have a low yet. There's something kind of in the mid-level still spinning north of the Great Lakes, maybe a new feature coming out of the Rockies, and just kind of popcorn storminess that you would expect with a hot forecast in almost summer-like setup.
Right, absolutely. But now here we get to the GFS, and we still hold on to that higher chance of moisture, that more well-defined low over the Great Lakes, and really moisture all the way from the Gulf Coast into the Northeast, back into the northern plains, too.
And again, for the holiday itself, Monday, the Europeans saying, well, maybe we'll finally get a bit of a front right here and a bit of a low off the coast. Popcorn storminess continuing I-10, I-20, but no big deal, really.
Right, whereas the GFS focuses in on a little bit more rain and more rain in places like those Delaware beaches, those Jersey beaches, parts of Long Island and New England, where a lot of people are going, wait, no, I don't want rain.
And the bottom line is that we're just going to have to continue to follow this and hope that the less wet solution winds up being the right one.
Yes, a lot of people going, go Euro tonight. Headsets can be seen from a plane. You're in between the atmosphere's, or you're above the atmosphere's boundary layer where the dust, the pollution lives. So you get a really nice view of that color spectrum.
And a long, long path for that sun to go through. And so the way we see the color spectrum plays a role. Let's take it step by step to show you both why the sky is blue and then reveal the secret behind the sunsets as well.